Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb forever. Just think of this as a morning missive. It'll be short. For those of you who don't know what the Epstein files are, it is a list of emails, photographs, video, and audio evidence of all of the pedophilic activity that was going on on Epstein Island. I guess that's the name of his island. And the argument is that full dossiers replete with photographs, pictures, and audio of your most powerful people and richest people in this country engaging in sordid, sultry, bestial behavior, albeit sexual or not, with minors, both boys and girls. But you know what? How do we get here, though? People demanding rights based on sexual orientation. In the midst of this, you had senator after senator. Well, hold on, slow down. I'm not gonna call no names, but you had a few senators and congressmen doing weirded out shit, like going in train stations seeking casual sex from homosexual sex from strangers. And they would achieve this by going into a bathroom stall at, say, a certain train station. And then they would start to tapping their feet while the other people have a right to their private life, and in the meantime, no one else does. And not only that, they were saying things like, what someone does in their private life has nothing to do with what they do in their political life, as if they were separate people. And maybe they are, but that's a lie. That is a lie. The same thought process that brings about that degenerate behavior is the exact same brain and mind. It is blackmail. It is blackmail. And think about it under this. These are people who are so arrogant that to protect themselves from themselves, but they think that they are protecting them from you. You haven't the knowledge, and they can't live that lie that they have put forth, that they're good, wholesome people, just like me and just like you, who wouldn't indulge in such a thing, those sordid affairs. But here they are. Here they are. And to protect them, a gentleman, we'll leave that as it is. I just heard a gentleman say that the people just want to move on. No one's interested in this. There are other things. Yes, you're right. But how did we get into those other things? By the very same people making the same decisions, using the same thought processes from the same positions of authority while they are under duress, meaning blackmail or bribe the country. This is what the president himself has said. Ruin the country. The country is already ruined. Wait a minute. Who is it ruined for? Maybe this is what I'm missing. They think of themselves, I mean, rich people and the donor class and the powerful, they are the country. Am I being presumptive here? Am I being presumptive? I mean, it would ruin the country. Do they ever go out? No, they have maids. They go out for them. They have butlers. They also tangible product. But for an idea, I guess it depends on who you are. And he woke up saying, telling his workers, this is it. This is it. What is it? It doesn't benefit anyone but him. Now, you bring in generation of that and generation of that, generation of that, and everybody believes that this is the land of opportunity. This is the place where you make money. They forget that there's families here, real life people um, that don't own businesses. That's not. Is it the ultra wealthy? Is it the people? Turns out, on a certain level, it's none of those. It is Mossad. It is Israel that runs this country. Let's not tiptoe around it anymore. They're on their way out anyway. They've been stabbed in the back so many goddamn times that at this point, they don't even feel it. Little bitty knives, small knives. You can't always go at a giant with swords. Sometimes things that anyone normal would actually engage in. But there they are. So you have the spiritual aspect of it also. The spiritual aspect of it. I mean, you look at listen, man. You look at some of the statues of gods that they would worship, like Baphomet. Here's a dude shooting up a peace symbol, sitting gap-legged down in a goddamn skirt that reaches to his knees, no damn doubt, barefooted, the head of a bull, decked it from top to bottom. This is why God says, burn it. Burn it from top to bottom. But I don't want to drift too far from what I'm saying here, about the Epstein files and children and the supporters of those rich people and wealthy and then the powerful, which by the way are only powerful due to you respecting them, and they're wealthy due to the very systems that they have created to create the wealth and to maintain the very right wing, Republican, progressive. No, that shit is a facade. This is two wings of the same bird. How? This is two wings of the same bird. No bird flies with one wing. None. It's the same bird. The brain sits in the middle of the two wings, along with the heart and the lungs, and the liver and the kidneys, and the stomach and the intestines, all of which must function independently of the other wing. They must work simultaneously. I mean, are you getting it? Are you getting it? So you have all these people who want to protect themselves. It could ruin this country. We don't care. We are poor folk. We are lower middle class. We don't care. I ruin it how? What have you not touched? What have you not taken? What have you not altered? Huh? Ruin it how? You gonna stop spending money? Stop buying yachts? Or refuse to pay and had ties to the Mossad? We know that he has picture after picture after picture after picture after picture of powerful people from here to Canada to the Middle East and other far-flung people that are also the powerful. All of them doing one thing in unison, lying to their people across the world. They have put forth this image of, I can lead you. I deserve this authority. I deserve this power. God forsaken of the country. Anybody could do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You can train anybody to do anything. Okay? Anybody to do anything. It does not matter if you have a degree. It does not matter if you have a permit. It does not matter if you have a license. If you can be trained, you can do that job. Now, hold on. It gets worse. After 5,000 hours of you doing anything, no matter what that thing is, you are considered an expert at that thing at 5,000 hours. Just so we don't have no misunderstandings, when I use the word presumptively, I was speaking of Hispanics, a word I don't like. But these other two groups, they know full well what's going on and how this works. You don't have a country here. I mean, who would think it's okay so that every congressman, every senator, especially in the black community, have to come from these groups of people, these specific groups of people? Who would have come up with that? Now, this is about all black people. I am talking about those specific black people. They will be doing till the day they die. Something that they came into when they were 18, 19, and 20 years old will follow them for life. For life. I am telling you, it is a disaster. There's no growth. But the white side is no better over there. And I told you that I'm coming to the white social structure and the social structure within that social structure. With the Epstein files, here's what. They all come from the same society. They are birthed from the same genetic pool. As per the genetic pool goes society. So when the genetic pool ends up infected with sin and wickedness, then that's what you're gonna get. Now, the next question is, what do you do about the genetic pool, if you want to call it that? You want to call it society. And you're right, but we are definitely talking about the mixing of genes here, which leads to society that operate along boundaries already set. You can't really call it natural order. They are born to become a cog in the gears of the apparatus that keeps the government going, not themselves. And this is getting scarier by the moment. So, let me take a breath. This is getting scarier by the moment. So, the government is the country now? I mean, I'm still trying to figure out ruin the country. And multiple people have said it is. They're not worried about the fucking country. They're worried about themselves, as in prosecutions, as an embarrassment, as in shame, as in being forced to look at each other like they truly are. And instead of being always around marble floors, cherry, oak wood desks, that always smells like what's that damn it, I can't. Murphy's oil soap. It always smells like Murphy's oil. I mean, you ever been in some of these places, man, where they just keep that bastard just, dude, if you can walk into a building and you smell the Murphy's oil soap, that place is clean. All right? You can safely say that physically that place is clean because even the oak and the cherry has been brought to shine. Even the floors has been brought to shine. And I think they're thinking that the brightness of the light overtakes their darkness, but it doesn't. It provides the glitz and the glamour. And then they put on accessories, suits, shirts, slacks, even lapel pins and nice watches. And then they go hop their ass into another accessory, their fancy vehicles. Okay, they're weird. They are NPCs. Well, I can't call them NPCs because they are definitely playable characters. But by any other standard, they would be called NPCs. non-playable characters, but these are playable, and they've been played by money, they've been played by sex, and they've been played by the Mossad, and they've been played by their respective wives and husbands, who they are definitely afraid of them finding out. I've even heard people say it would ruin these people's lives. Oh, goodness gracious, we Americans, we ruin lives every damn day. A third of us ruin our own lives or take actions that would that would ruin it on any given day before 5 o'clock. This is America. This is the frontier of the country, or at least it was. It started out that way. It started off as roughnecks, scrabble. Did you know? You had to scrape a living out. Now it has become something else, but I digress. I digress, and we all know it. My speech is becoming both mundane and redundant at this point. That's how I'm feeling, because I said it so many fucking times. It's becoming both mundane and redundant. And I asked the Lord, why am I saying this? Ain't nobody giving me no money. I don't even get a handshake. No, I get something that's totally other different, but that's okay because I'm out to save some of them. I'm out to save some of them. Listen, you can no longer be led. The hell is that? What kind of oxymoronic shit is that? What that's a walking, talking contradiction. It can't be. The other option is you're slaves. Option 3, farm workers. Option 4, plantation workers of varying degrees. What exactly are you? If you're going to say or accept the premise, and you do, that people who care absolutely nothing about you or your children to the point that they would harm them. This is what you have to call it now. To the point that they have and will harm your children. What do we just witness? Okay? Millions went hungry because somebody said so over a political brinkmanship. Political brinkmanship. They didn't give a damn. People starved. Every day, the same government apparatus is throwing people out, destroying jobs. They're not even creating jobs anymore. When was the last time that the government put out an economic report? Huh? They don't do it, because it's bad. But they did say that this system, this economic system, is no longer producing jobs. It's shedding jobs. It's shedding jobs. Now here's the left wing. I'll show you how this shit works. Here's the left wing bird of the bird, which caused all of this. And by all of this, the migratory pattern. They caused this. So now we have, I don't know, the numbers haven't came out yet with all of the motion being what it is. So what happens now? Here's what happens now, folks. Here's what happens now. I mean, this is their plan. It ain't gonna work because we are here. We are here. And it's gonna, if you notice, I've been kind enough not to call names, but sooner or later this has to change. At any point. At any point. Their plan is simple. Okay? So here's the left wing. No more jobs. Here comes the other part of the plan. Everybody is on some kind of universal basic income. A card. You won't be handling cash, you'll be for services and products. You'll see how this all works out. And at that point, you will be on the beast system. Because at that point, like they already do, they can dictate who buys what. And they're doing it right now. They are doing it right now, right underneath your noses. This is what it's going to become. At least that's their plan. But here's everybody using the legal tool of conspiracy, both at a federal level and at any state level that they operate in or did operate in. And you do not stop until you drive a prison building boom. Because if you connect the dots, it's going to work from the top of the structure all the way down to the streets. This is what I see. This is what I see. This is what we see. From the top all the way to the bottom, it is the same snake. It is the same snake. So once you pull that thread, it's going to zigzag and go all the way down to the street. Believe me. This is why in major city after major city after major city, they're not prosecuting what they don't want to prosecute because they already really know who's guilty. And they understand on a spiritual level and a political level, which overlap each other, and they simply don't want to do it. The spiritual level has decided that they shouldn't go to jail. Why? Because they inhabit those bodies. Okay? And they live handsomely. Handsomely. And they get to live again and again and again and again off of somebody else's money, somebody else's largesse. That would be the spiritual factor. But I gotta go. I gotta go. Think about what I've said. Who is the country? Is it the people? Is it residents? Is it its population? Is it the individual? Is it its people? I mean, I'm confused at this point. I'm confused. But for those of us who have sense, not just sense, we come ready to fight. See, you want to placate them and don't ruin the country, whatever the hell that means. That's as a confusing of a term as the word terrorist. I haven't figured out to this day what that is either. And I haven't because I have a American mind that would have never come up with a word like terrorist and no other